go. You're live, it says. Yeah?
Ah, so professional. Bum 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 bum.
Da, da, da. Bum, 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 bum. I wonder if when it cuts out for me, 'cause sometimes it cuts out for them. It cuts out. Nice to know. Okay, Carol, welcome.
Bum 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 bum.
I wonder if it's suppressing your noise, thinking that's noise.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Whatever. We're getting there. Hey, you know what we're doing here. Welcome
Well,
to
the thing was, it asked me, so in the middle of it, it asked me if I was playing music, and I said yes. And I don't know what that did.
I think that's when it got better because it immediately was like it switched over and like started playing it really well.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says, "Are you playing music?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah."
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said, "Yeah, yeah, I am."
yeah. Welcome to the live stream, guys. If you're new here, which I don't think I've seen any new names, but if you're just like hanging out in the background and don't know how you ended up here, this is a live stream where Natalie and I sit down and tell you the behind the scenes stories of our lives, the story, the full story from like infancy to now. Get ready.
Sometimes we get very
Our live stream coming up. We just to talk through what we're up to, what we're going on, and then interact with you guys because it's super fun for us to talk in real time with you. Natalie likes to start this off. It's Natalie's thing, not my thing. I know, right? Like
I like it. This is my.
it's yours. No, we like to start out knowing who's out there. So say hi in the chat. Natalie will read your handle back to you so that you feel special because we all need to feel seen and heard. And then we'll get this party started, guys. So sound off now and say hello.
Say hello, like Ed Keaton did.
Ed Keaton did. Did you see Ed? What an example.
Happy Labor Day, Ed. How are you? I am fine. Thank you for asking. David, Faith, hello. Unilis Constant has retracted this message, so I'm guessing it was hello, but could have been an FU for all I know. Blair, howdy. Ontario keeps trying to kill me, and I say no, no, no. What? Why? What's happening up there?
Oh, what did you do to Ontario?
Oh, my nose has not recovered from our trip.
Yeah.
It was fine while we were there. Like I was having the least amount of troubles from anyone, but since I've gotten back, my nose has been just not happy. Dencar 11, hello. Desiree Gonzalez, heyo. Derek Ward, hello, hello, hello. Ben Rathig, it's not really shush shush until they have issues starting the stream. It really wasn't that. It's really my email that was giving us issues this time. The stream was ready. It was ready to go. It was my email that was holding us back. And I just decided to let it because that's who I am today. That's how I feel about life. Wisconsin has retracted another message. I don't know what we're talking about. They're having their own shush shush secret time without us. Another one. Unitless. My mom's here. Hi, Mom. Jack Boots. Hey, yo. Ed Keaton says, nice glasses, Tara. Are those your new ones?
These are my new ones. These are my Firmu glasses. There is a discount link. These are actually really expensive. These are like $20, guys.
Really inexpensive. You cut out at the in part.
Oh, and these are inexpensive. Very inexpensive. Firmu, like a new brand that's kind of out there. They're like these are like $23 for these. And then I have a discount code for you guys over in our about section. Anyway, so if you want
And there was someone else. Greg Phillips is here. Howdy, retirement over next week. I start driving for Dream Beds driver and assemble. Okay. Ooh. It was a very limited retirement. Good for you. Congrats on the new job. Ben started a new job too, I think. Congrats on your new job, Ben. I
Again.
lost my job. Just throw that out there.
What?
I said I lost my job. I'm a happy camper, guys.
No, you have multiple jobs, so
I lost one of them. I can't find it. I don't know where it went.
I don't know where I put it.
It's with a missing sock.
Somewhere. It's probably with that left sock that you've been.
It's in a pile, in one of these piles.
Wait, did you leave it here? Did you leave it?
It might have.
Okay, I will look around for you.
Yeah, the glasses. I almost sent you a picture of the glasses that I lost, like a picture of me wearing the sunglasses, because even though they're cheapo sunglasses, they're like my favorite. Yeah. But they were in my candle stuff. That's where you put sunglasses sometimes. You know,
I lost mine not cheapo, but I didn't pay for them. I found them glasses. They're like what name a, like Clinique. That's not glasses. I don't know. Name a fancy brand that puts their initials on things like Louis Vuitton, but that's not it. But I found a pair of those with little bees on them, and then I lost them while I was up in Santa Barbara. So it's just like I think I just returned them to the pool of Foundry. I don't know. I was very bummed. I
think all bartenders have those expensive found glasses.
Mm-hmm. These were ones I found on the boat.
Oh, really? Yeah, I have a pair of Ray-Bans that were lost and found, and I put a little label on them. If no one comes back and gets these, I'm taking them.
Oh yeah.
A couple weeks later.
So I'm the one who like gets the first crack at like stuff I know that's been in there for a while. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, did we get everybody? No, I interrupted you.
Yeah, there's hardly anybody here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nobody here.
Let's blame Labor Day on it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Blame it on the rain.
Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
I bartended Friday and I bartended like 4 or 5 days last week. I can't remember. It's all a blur. One of my days was like a 10-hour more hours than that day because I was there cleaning. But Friday we opened at 2 and the door started to open. And then the door opened again and again, and then it didn't stop opening until I left. Like it was just like the most insane.
I thought this was a horror story for a minute. I know. Like, like what? Like you meant people kept coming in. That doesn't translate. The door opened. Like
the door opened and someone came in. Well, because I heard at first that door sound. It's like the ticket machine going off. The tickets going off. Yeah, like it started, and it was like okay, I can maintain this. And I was like by myself for a good 3 hours. I did an insane amount of happy hour sales by myself, and like a line of people who all got off work early on Friday. Like it was a nightmare. And it kept going the rest of the night, like the whole night. They're like, we were slammed the entire night, all the way up until 1:30. Yeah, it was really rough. And then the next day I had a shift, and I'm ready. I'm the opener again. I'm ready.
Ready for this.
I'm ready for us. We were opening up. No one came. Crickets.
The door never opened.
Never opened. My entire shift. It was wild. Like the exact opposite. Because it's
I hate when that happens, because like it's like everybody mentally ends up going on the same day, and there's just no reason for it. Like, I mean, Labor Day is whenever Labor Day is, and but like for some reason, everyone got it in their head that they needed to go drinking.
It was.
Hold on, we got a couple new people here. Lionel, hold on. Oh, this has been a long time since I've had to like really zoom in and figure out Pollard. I'm gonna go with Pollard. Lionel Pollard from France. It's 7:10 p.m. and it's always good to hear you during the dinner after my workday. Well, welcome, Lionel. And then just tell me how to say your name, because I'm always going to. And Christian Hansen's here, and there's somebody else. Corbett shut up. Hello. And then
Lionel, please forgive any of my French that I've ever done in any video ever. It's not good.
Yeah, my French. My French
is
Bonjour. You know what we're watching? Justin and I were watching Preacher. Did you ever watch that show?
I never
based
did.
off of a graphic novel. It's really
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I
There's
remember the
parts of
graphic
it that are, you know, not great, but
novel.
then every once in a while there's just this amazing scene that you can only get from things that have been made from a graphic novel or whatever. And like you're just watching these amazing visuals. Some of the fights are really, really cool. But it just made me think of it because there's a character in there that speaks French and no one else speaks French and they don't translate it for you. He's just like rattling off French, and everybody's like, I didn't get any of that.
Great. I love that they don't translate it for you because
Yeah,
that's really funny.
I
To like,
love that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah. Oh, that's funny. Bonjour, passe de beurre croissant and yum. I have to say, no,
Bienvenue.
I can't say it final here. I'll say it some other time when our dear sweet new French friend isn't here. Bienvenue. Anywho's welcome back. Okay, business time. Do we have business time?
I don't know.
I think every
No.
nothing big to report. The only major thing to report is that we do have a film festival at the end of this month. So we'll be doing the usual Instagram stories, cha-cha-cha,
Mhm.
keep up with this there. But as far as I know, all of the shushes are good to go. We are gold, right? Like we don't have any, I don't think so, any schedule because we planned it so that you're going to be here. We're going to be together for one of them, even possibly, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I don't know. It's too far away, Tara.
Yeah, it's true. It's the end of this month. Who freaking knows what's going to happen between
Calm
now?
the F down.
Yeah. So as far as we know, all the shushes are good to go. We'll have content coming out next week. Is the next video launch possibly? We'll keep.
Possibly if I ever record anything. Yeah,
Okay.
that would have to happen. Is I would have to record something between now and then.
That's a thing. That's a thing. I did record. I managed to get the bonus thing that I talked about doing. The like, I
Mhm.
had this one off because of the pinhole thing. I don't know if you guys know this. Tara's
I
crazy.
bet this audience does not know this.
I have to keep backing up further and further in my mind of like where I want to start this story. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, there's this thing called MGA Miniverse, and they make it's for children, but Tara really loves it because it's miniature. And they started off
Wait,
in
how could it actually like it's got to be like age like 8 and up. Those are little tiny pieces
yeah.
that you're not letting 8-year-olds even have. I
I
know
don't
like
hold on. 8 and up is the box. Is what the
8 and
box.
up. Oh, I'm good at this. Wow, I didn't know I had another special talent was guessing the age ranges of product.
Yes. Okay. So mini. Oh, here I'll just show you this box. I convinced the guy at Target to give me the box. This
Oh.
Yeah, I know, to make the video. Anyways, so Miniverse, it's this thing where like it started as mini brands, miniature versions of actual brand product things, and now it's spiraled into these kits. And the kits now you can make mini versions of foods, which I love because I love watching miniature polymer clay things on Instagram. This hits that button for me, but I don't have to actually learn how to do polymer clay because like, I don't need a new full hobby. I don't need it, but I get to express it in this way. And it's mini. Then they came out with the Harry Potter ones. And the world for me just kind of exploded. See, it's Harry Potter. And they're all the potion sets. Like, it's adorable. It's a perfect use of these two brands. You're making the mini potions, and they're anyway. So the thing is, and now we're getting to my point. The thing is, I did a video about this. It's blind. There's 12 different items. It's a blind ball, and you can't tell what's inside the ball. So you don't know what potion or food item you're going to be making. It's a random thing, which is another thing that I love. I love random surprise. Who knows what this is going to be? But there's a way on these to tell what's inside them because they started putting pinpricks on the ball. Why the company started doing this, nobody knows. But people started to notice a correlation between the pinpricks and what's inside them. So this is a brand new one, and I was like, I'm making a video about this. I'm doing this because my pinprick video was not good, where I was like, does this actually work or not? Is this a real thing or a rumor? And I proved that it does actually happen. But my video is terrible because I had sound and video and sound issues in the same video, and I hate that video. So I'm like, I'm doing a follow-up, and I'm making it
Just to show that I know how to use a camera.
I know how to use a camera, but I'm doing a follow-up to it because I think that this could like bring new people to the channel by like, we all have a similar fandom kind of.
Yeah, because this has always been successful for us as we do the
Yes.
camping video, and suddenly all these campers are here.
They're here and they're like, hey, but you know what? Every time we do one of those, we'll get a good hit on it and we'll get 5 new people, just five.
Yeah,
Five.
one person at a time who
100,000 people who watch that video. 5 people go, you know what?
wait, how many people in the room are here from Townsend? How many?
Exactly. Now, the real problem on our channel is if we would just pick a topic that was an actual topic and become experts at it, we'd be famous by now. But because
Yeah.
we can't do that, because we're like, no, today I want to wood carve, like because we are the adventurous people we are, we're just gonna languish here in the land of unknown. Who knows?
Now,
Anyways,
Blair's old school. Blair's before the channel. He's
yeah.
like a social medium.
That's right. Blair is super old school. My point is, I got this video in the can and I can put it together if we need to. I need like one more bottle to make this
Yeah.
video, but hey, if we need it, we use it. I did not film it that way, but whatever.
Because I was supposed to, well, okay, so I had a rough weekend, whatever, lost a job. That's actually not the reason I had a rough weekend, but I decided that it actually is. I lost one of my gigs, and I feel like I haven't processed this appropriately yet. And I'm just exhausted. But I was supposed to dye my hair and film this weekend, and I didn't do either of those things. Those are like... I did have a successful week at the candle shop, but
you have to save it, put that right here. We'll come back to Candle Corner because I want to talk about that. I meant to ask you
but I was supposed to film because the household is empty right now, so it would have been a good time to do it, but they're all coming back today, and now I'm like, oh crap, when am I going to actually film? Because both of mine are supposed to be in the kitchen, and I'm like, so I have to talk to James and Allie. They're out of town. I'm going to see if I can borrow their kitchen. I'm cat sitting.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I can borrow their kitchen. I haven't asked them yet. You guys can ask them.
On my new set.
I know. This is the life of this nomad. I was trying to figure out how to do it in the office. Like we have one of those like those electric stovetop type things that you could plug in, and I'm in here like grilling hot dog.
Oh, neither of us have had like a real, aside from our shusher spots, like there's been, and not that we ever did anything the same ever anyways, but like the sense of place for us, like a set is just my set got taken over.
I haven't had a set in a year.
Yeah. I was starting to have a set in my dining room, but the boyfriend's moving in next week, whatever. So he now gets, because he creates content too, he now has his own set. That's where his set is. So, you gotta give
That's what when you have a 2-set household.
I know. Well, I had to claim my shush spot. I was like, you can't come in the shush area.
I have a no-set household.
Yeah. I have all
This is my candle making factory, guys. I just randomly put this there. This table goes to the market with me every week.
Is it really?
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, it's easier to set this up than it was when I was setting up over here in the window, because I still had to clean all of this anyway. Yeah. And so I was like, let's just do this. Let's just bring in the table each week. And anyway.
We're just gonna hang a sign that says Candle Factory in the background so everyone knows where we are. We're not in the shusher spot. We're in the Candle Factory.
Well, this is actually kind of really sad. The Candle Factory is on the floor right here. This is where I will give you guys a Candle Factory tour one day. Like, hold on to this side. I can't show you this. To this side, there are piles of banker boxes. There's 6 of them right now that have all of the candles in them. Under this desk right here are 3 bins. 2 of them are full of glassware that are waiting to be made. On the other bin is all the things to make it. This is where the candles cool, and where I sit here with a heat gun that is on the floor right now. And I go every 20 minutes trying to get them right. Right now, there are 2 bins over here to the right that are full of, I have now moved all of next year's summer mugs that I didn't get to this year. They're now in that bottom one. And then the top one is full of all of Christmas. I just pulled all the fall ones and started to slowly move into fall. Anyway, but no, I normally make them on the floor here.
So, and I know you just gave us a tour technically, but what if next week's video is an official I made this tour? Kinda
Or
like I did the boat tour that one time.
yeah,
You did the tour.
I mean, it's one room and the room is a mess, but
You should
I mean,
of
I
like
could show you my process,
I mean
which
like
is not anything spectacular.
when I was doing some research, I don't remember when, about whatever, I don't know, but I stumbled on this like what's working content wise now. And like one of the things they were saying is people love to buy from people that they've watched them grow. So like
Hmm.
watching the journey, come with me while I start my candle making company and starting from
On
ground
the
zero,
floor of my
following,
sister-in-law's
yeah,
office.
following you along while you, so you're making content as you go, and then occasionally going back and being like, I used to make candles on the floor, and now I got a factory of 10 children making, I don't know, whatever it winds up being. Like,
This is no growth.
no, no, I know, I realize there is an imposed glass,
This is no growth.
plexiglass, you're not getting through it, and I installed it. But yeah, no, I don't know, it's just that.
Yeah, I mean, I could, but really it is. I mean, the tour would just be of the mess. Like, really, the chaos that is like, yes, there are boxes there, but there are three bags in front of the boxes. Like one is a store bag. I mean, I can't show you because of the way my camera's set up. I can pick up the bags, but I'm not gonna do that either. Uh, but like I have okay, my booth is very summery and spring, but I'm like it's fall coming up and I want to like so I'm planning on shifting out all the flowers and all the fake flowers that I've gotten to like oranges and blues instead of blues and pinks. And so I started buying those. So there's a bag full of like fake flowers and a little scarecrow who's staring at me this entire time. And then there are the two bags that go with me chaotically to the thing all the time. Yeah, and then there's like all these glasses over here. Let's hold this while I do this. And there's all these glasses over here that will or will not be made. I don't know. It's just it's chaos.
Yes. Greg Phillips, thank you so much. Greg says, as a single man, what am I supposed to do with all these tampons I ordered?
Yeah.
Thumbs up. I'm giving you a thumbs up.
You're getting a thumbs or pin that. Put a heart on that.
Wait. Putting a heart. I'm pinning this. How do I pin you? I can't pin that.
Well, Corbett says there's 19 watching and only 8 likes. First of all, we need to figure out how to get more people watching.
I know. How do we get more people to the shushers?
Well, it could be. Well, anyway, that's another conversation for another.
That's a fine.
But also maybe people do these is only 8 likes. People don't like candles.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so
maybe it's just stopping talking about candles so often.
Corbett says maybe put big book binding or candle making as our content. I saw a thing I want to. Okay, AM says, by the way, if nothing in particular, I got a real kick out of the Alexa Were a Man series. Thank you so much. We are very, very proud.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun thing to make, and we had a learning experience as well.
Yeah, there was some learning curves on it. Tara's glasses are so big she could hang chandeliers from the edge of them. Facts. This is exactly
probably.
I wanted the biggest glasses.
I think those need chains, Tara.
Oh yeah. That's what this look needs. Someone said, where's the other thing I wanted to read? Yeah. Oh, this is like several comments of this. So I'm just reading. Going to read. Christian Hansen said, "I love the color of your blouse, Natalie. It flatters you." So I think like when you do your booth and the oranges, like picking the flattering oranges for you would be.
Oranges are flattering for me. Okay.
They are. I agree.
Here's my oranges. These are actually this is much brighter than this is. These are pretty. I'm happy with them.
16 likes now. Wow.
I also started so where is that? This is kind of fun. This is always my discard of my let's see if this one will come out. I always just like throw the discard in here. Will it fall out this time? The last one did. Aha. So this is kind of fun, right? There's no wick in here, so I feel like I could sell this. And these are not scents that go well together either. Like that was not the thought process. Like there's campfire next to some, like so. Anyway, but I'm going to start glasses that are my discard pile. And I started to do one This one ended up being accidentally a Mardi Gras candle, so I'm giving it to my mother. But like, I'm just gonna go ahead and start having a discard one, and they're $5 or whatever. But
Yeah.
I need them like because this is so big, the layers are so thin, and I need to figure out how to. I'm still gonna end up having to discard so much of it. But like
Right.
having like 5 of those going, that like this is the flower scents, this is the earthy scents, this, and so that they do smell good together.
Oh, like the smells kind of like, shift a little bit.
Yeah, like this one is the one that I made. This one that ended up being Mardi Gras. This was plum and cashmere. This is fig and vanilla, and this is honey. So those are all like.
Yeah, I love that. That's smart.
Yeah.
That's the discard candle. But discard candle's pretty good. I was like, is there a cute name to give it
Well,
to?
so like the flower ones, it's going to be potpourri. That'll be a fall cacophony, or cornucopia or something like that. But yeah, it'll be. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
This is the hard part. Is we're now into I'm making new scents and new colors, and I don't know how to do it. Like there was that learning curve on the first ones because it was all, and then I got a color scheme that I liked, and I got scents, and I was like, okay. But like I tried to make this one. This is actually I really like this one. It turned out fine, but this was so much yellower when I was making it.
Yeah.
But it's cider, so it's fine. But I mean, this color in any other mug would be hideous, and so I need to figure out how to make that cider prettier.
The Winnie the Pooh one you made recently, my favorite one so far.
Sold
I was like,
immediately.
"That's brilliant. It was so funny.
That Greek one with the green in it. I melted down and fixed that green like 3 times. I hated it. I almost wasn't going to bring it to the market. It was the first candle I sold.
Yeah.
It was like,
how did it go at the market this time? How was
fine. It was pretty busy. I had a clearance section for the first time. Like all these things that were from week 1 that were marked down to 50% off. Which still is like at least on the ones that are down to 5, it's still $1 profit. So I'm not losing money on them yet. But I sold 4 from that pile.
cool?
I was gonna do Wednesday nights, and then last night was so windy and it got dark early enough that I was like, I canceled for the Wednesdays. I'm just gonna have to do. The wind is terrifying when you're out there. Like those gusts come in and you think your booth's gonna fly away.
Wow.
Like, it is.
Does it come in like once the sun goes down, like the wind picks up kind of thing?
I don't know. Something happened. It's really. I was looking at the wind pattern on one of the weather apps just to like, and it literally is. You watch it, it peaks every day at 3 and it just goes like this every single day. So something about the way the temperature changes, it pulls the air in because we're up at a higher elevation. I have no freaking idea.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's kind of crazy because 1 o'clock is when it starts to pick up. And that's when you're closing down shop. And so as you're trying to fold up your tablecloths, winds, I'm like, again, yesterday was one of those days where I just had Justin hold the tent down, even though the tent shouldn't go anywhere. It's just such a nerve-wracking thing.
Yeah.
That like every time it gusts up, you feel like you have to hold on to it. So I'm like, I'll pack up candles. I'll do all of that. Justin, you just hold
This tent.
the tent. Just stand there and hold the tent. I will figure everything else out.
Oh man, that's wild.
I don't know. It's stressful. It's very stressful.
Yeah, that seems like it. I'm
Because
excited.
I mean, because the gusts can be enough that while like the lids are flying off the boxes and going down the road, and like people's things, the tents do, we have seen them flip, but I think my tables are fine. They're heavy enough. These candles are so freaking heavy. It's a pound of like each one of these is a pound of wax, and the candle's heavy. So anyway, but it's creepy.
Yeah, that's fine. I wonder. I'm excited to see how fall goes too, though. I'm like my farmer market fantasies of like I'm living vicariously through you with your farmers market selling thing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how fall. I can't wait for the stories of the fall sales and
The fall sales. Yeah,
Oh,
it was like that's funny. So I only make the new candles I'm making are ones that can like segue into fall. Like they're not necessarily fall candles. I mean, a couple of these are, but the other ones I'm making are ones like, oh, that can stay out through the fall. I don't have to like think about like clearancing it or whatever. I'm not making any more. I'm not making any more like spring scents or anything like that. Although I did make a new rose one, and I feel like rose is just year round, just not as much of it. But yeah, I made apple cider and cinnamon, and I'm gonna make chai. What am I doing here? I think I'm doing a white vanilla chai latte.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know. But again, I don't know. Oh no, it's white. It's vanilla chai latte. That's white was the color.
Show them the copper one. That one's amazing.
This is fun. Yeah. I mean, this will probably burn your house down. No, I don't think so. I just think it will get hot.
Yeah.
But that's apple cinnamon.
I love it.
No, it's apple cider and cinnamon.
I love it.
I don't know. We'll see.
What? I hope Justin at least gets a whole beer while he holds down your tent, or apple juice.
No.
Apple juice in Utah.
No, if you just hold down.
No,
Yeah.
you just do, all effort must go to holding down tent.
All of it. Just so I don't have to think about it. It's so stressful.
A Moscow Mule candle. I don't know what that would be, like ginger.
Yeah, there is like, I feel like there's room for, I think originally I was going to do a sangria in there, but I didn't end up getting a Merlot. Actually, I think I have a Merlot scent coming, but I've forgotten about it, and I thought apple cider would be fine.
Oh, that reminds me. My brain just slid over. Is your wine that's in the fridge gonna still be good, or should I throw it away?
No, throw it away.
Okay, cool. I was like, I don't remember the rules of wine anymore. I have no idea.
Throw it away or cook with it.
Okay. Oh, I'll cook with it. That's a great idea. I'll put some.
We're supposed to talk about filming.
Oh.
We're supposed to give updates about May I Put You on Hold.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry.
I was like, like now we're gonna talk about that right now with all of them watching. Oh, funny. Yes, May I Put You on Hold? No, I've forgotten it was so long ago, technically. Last week, was that last week? No.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, it was a little bit more.
Or whatever.
Not much.
The last week of August, Natalie and I went up to Idlewild to film on location for a short film that we've been working on for 4 years.
I haven't been doing
I didn't realize how long it's been in the hopper.
It's been in the works for 4 years. We have not been working on it for 4 years.
Well, I mean, like I've been rereading the scripts and like trying to like talking to Ash about filming plan. Like we've rescheduled this shoot more times. But anyway, so this short film called May I Put You on Hold? It's about a woman who's on hold trying to put together a piece of IKEA furniture and needing help, dies while on hold and goes to the afterlife by mistake. So that's the very bad log line I've written for myself. So yeah, we've been working on it's been in the works. Been in the works. There we go. It's been in the works with Ash Blogget over at Film It Yourself is her YouTube channel, and we've made a number of short films with her. Good Grief was one that we both worked behind the line on, or below the line behind the camera. I never get that right. Ash directed some joining the union stuff for us like 1,000,001 years ago.
Yeah, that was the first time I worked with her. You had worked with her on a short film before that, but joining the union was the first. She did joining call.
Joining call.
Yeah.
You were in Breakup Ninja for her like 1,000,001 years ago as well.
Yeah.
This is a known director to us. So this is the biggest one we've done so far with her, on location in the woods in the middle of Idlewild. We didn't bring in generators or anything to have light source, so they're bouncing light using mirrors to light our faces and stuff. They brought this hike. The location of the afterlife was like down a hike. Not a bad hike if you're just going for a hike, but a bad hike if you're trying to carry a desk. A hike down into this little area that's like secluded from people. Like I think I only saw like 1 or 2 sets of hikers the entire time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we were close enough to the road that winds through there that you still had to hold for car sounds and stuff like that.
Unknown. I didn't even think about that variable until we were there. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like listening to it go around the curves of the road right here.
It was funny. It was a switchback, so you would hear it up here, and you'd think you were clear, and then it would come around again, and then you think you were clear, and then it would come around again.
It was a tough shoot for new and exciting reasons that we did not foresee. And for some classic ones, like the bugs.
The gnats were out of control. Like, we don't know if there were also mosquitoes. I'm guessing that there had to have been some. With that amount of gnats, there had to have been. So I think our bug spray was working for mosquitoes. The bug spray and stuff that we had did not deter the gnats in any way, shape, or form. And as the day grew late, and the sun began to set and you're running out of light to film, they got very aggressive. And we
Very,
had quite a few takes between Tara and I that like were just ruined by bugs.
yeah,
Like,
ruined. Ruined. Like bugs, and they're so aggressive they would land in your eye. Not like get in your eye, land
they would land on like your lash line.
eyelashes. Yeah, and
Yeah, they
just
would sit there and then yeah, it
you could
was
like pull it
unpleasant.
off of your eye to get it out. Oh my God, it was so gross. Getting out of the electric fly swatter. Yeah, electric fly swatter would have been a good idea. Didn't even
Yeah, we just didn't, I don't know. We thought what
that
we
was
had would be good enough, and
oh
it
yeah,
was not. And I didn't know coming in we were going to have a gnat issue. Otherwise, I would have brought some of the give you cancer spray. Like I would like we were talking about like taking the years off your life. Would it have been worth taking one day off of your life to have this day be less natty?
so much. Oh my God, it was so
It
nice.
was aggressive, yeah.
The variables I was most concerned about was because they had some heat waves rolling through. I was worried about like surprise heat wave, like because even though the weather kept saying it was going to be fine, and it was warm, but where we were down in, it was actually cooler. So heat wound
We
up
were in
not.
the shade, and it was like, yeah, big tree cover over us. So
We were that was not a factor. I was so concerned. I like bought like 40 personal fans for everyone to have a
which
fan.
ended up being helpful for the gnats. You just sit and put that personal fan next to your face, and they leave your face alone until you have to film and you have to turn that thing off. And
You're
then,
like, yeah. Yeah, I bought like these neckerchiefs that like keep you cool, all kinds of stuff to keep, and like I bought so much water just preparing for people to need lots of. I have just oodles of Arrowhead water, which is my least favorite water on the planet. I'm not gonna drink it.
why
I'm
did
not
you get
drinking it
Arrowhead?
because it's the one that had the handle that was the 2.5 gallons instead of like a 1 gallon thing. Because I
Yeah.
put as much into one, and it was they only the day that I went to go pick up water, they only had Arrowhead in that form, and I'm like, and also no one else has this problem. It's just me. I'm the only person that's insane and
Yeah.
thinks Arrowhead water tastes funny. So I'm like, no one else has this problem, Tara. Just get the thing that everyone else is okay with, even though you're not okay with it. You just don't drink water. You don't get to have water on this trip. So
Not
I
water that you like.
no, it's always like you'll prepare for the thing that you learned to prepare for on a shoot, and then a new thing you never saw coming is the thing.
Especially with anything that's outdoors.
Oh
Like
yeah.
when you're dealing with nature, it's always going to be something that you couldn't foresee was going to be an issue. I had heard there was, and if you lived in Utah, you would know this. They were this. I think they were living in Arizona. They were filming in Arizona was where this thing was being filmed, and they were going to do this. It was in Dubuque. It was the night of the cooter. That was this was the year before. I think you weren't there.
Oh,
It was the one that was George R. R. Martin's production.
oh, okay, yeah.
And Vincent D'Onofrio was leading it. Well, the whole thing they did this basically it's one of those Snapchat filters that turns you into a cartoon, but they did the entire film that way. And so, but what they didn't expect was how dry the dirt was outside. So as they're walking through it, the amount of dust they're kicking up ruined. They couldn't do the takes that way. So they had to do green screen on almost everything anyway, because they couldn't then use the technology because it was interfering so much. Anyway, and I was like, oh, well, yeah, anyone who lives in the desert knows this thing. But if you don't live there, you have no idea that just stepping is enough dust to like drive you crazy. Yeah. Like, you don't want your camera around that. So
No.
it was
So
interesting.
so many unforeseen variables. Yeah, it is. And this one I think like, no shade on our crew or anything like that, but I think the other variable is just how the sun moved in that cover. And like
Well, and this crew is used to working in a controlled environment.
yes.
So they didn't have the same experience of, no, that sun's going to shift every 5 minutes. You have to be planning for 10 minutes from now, not planning for what you have right now. Because by the
Right.
time you get the light bouncing off of this thing, that shot's already done.
Yeah.
The shadows have moved. Yeah.
It's just the way that this cover was too. Like it was such weirdly spotty cover that like, we started like watching where the sun was gonna go and go, okay, in about 5 minutes it's gonna be behind that tree. We'll have 10 minutes to get this shot. Prep it now. Like that's what wound up starting to happen because we were catching on to like what to do. But like Yeah, it was because we were relying on all natural lighting and bouncing. There was no lights, no Jenny. There was no way we are gonna bring a generator down there because good Lord, it would have been too
But
heavy.
even if we had, we would have run into most of our issue was not it was that the sun needed to be blocked and we wouldn't have
Yeah,
been able to block it. Like
yeah,
we couldn't get whatever the scrim things up high enough to get them out of two shots. And then
right.
also, you know, we didn't there was no way we were able to block that sun the way we would have needed to. It
Yeah.
wasn't that we didn't have enough light, it was more that we had too much light most of the time.
Not without a bigger budget and a much bigger crew. Uh, I used to be the IT guy in a factory that made brisk iced tea powder. Blair, I did not know this. I had to wrap all the computer in bags to stop the power being drawn into the machines. That is something I never would
You
have
wouldn't have
thought.
thought of, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. So always, every shoot, I think, and then this is the part for the course. Every shoot you and I ever do, we'll prepare for everything we've learned, and there will be a new thing that comes up.
And that is added to your list for the next time.
I was ready for permitting this time. I was on that permit. They were a handful, but I was ready for it. I was ready for all the
Yep.
permitting issues and questions and insurances
And
and
the things that were going to come up and that did, and you know, yeah. But it is.
this time it was gnats and it was mirrors and bouncing sun and gnats. Yeah,
Mhm.
gnats.
And more Nats. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but
Also, there were two Natalies on set. So
an
it
issue.
was there was a Nat handful.
There's a gnat. It was also just so many gnats. It was fun though, because like a lot of the takes, there's a lot of special effects that were handled practically. So like there was a take. I don't know if you got to see the video of it, but there's a take of Natalie sitting at a desk, and she is the receptionist in the afterlife. So we're sitting at a desk, and there's a take where I'm supposed to turn around.
Bye, Greg.
Bye, Greg.
This
Aw,
internet's acting up. Sorry. Watch it in post.
I'm hurting it, and I'm liking it. Um, so I turn around to go look at something, and I turn back, and she's supposed to disappear. So they did it Bewitched style, where I turn around, we all freeze, and they take everything out. The desk, the Natalie, it all gets
The
taken out
Natalie.
all in one go. I turn back around, and she's gone, and it happens twice. Like I wasn't smart enough to film the first one, the first time you guys did it, where you're like scurrying away with a chair.
Holding a chair
I know,
in the woods in heels.
in heels, like scurrying away as best.
Little wiggle dress.
I know, in the tiniest little tight dress. Oh my God, so funny. But I got the second one, the second version we did. It was really cool. So there's a lot of stuff like that where like we're doing practical gimmickry, which is really fun. And then this is the first. Oh my God, the shot. So they brought in a circle track into the middle of the woods because the shot is this. And you didn't get to see this part. I don't know if you ever saw this or the videos of it. So I scream and go to the afterlife. Like that's it. And the shot is the camera goes into my mouth as I scream in my home and pulls back out, and I'm in the afterworld and in purgatory, wherever it is that we are. And so to do that, they attach this long pole onto the camera, and I have to sit on the floor, pretend to scream, hold my breath because it'll fog up the camera, and they aim the camera and don't everyone know with the jokes. Stop with the jokes, don't make the jokes, just like let it go. They shoot the shot, and they film. The camera has to go all the way into my mouth and like hold there. So they have to like thread this needle and not hit my teeth. Because that did happen on a couple of takes where they like bunked me in the teeth because we're trying to like, and I have to and hit the right spot every time for me to be lined up with the camera. It took a while to get the hang of it, to get all of the mechanics right. And then reverse it in the woods. They start with the camera in my mouth and I can't breathe because I'll fog up the camera. They pull out, and then on the circle track that's around me, go in a circle all the way around me. And I cannot wait to see the shot put together. I really hope it works because it's the coolest shot I've ever gotten to be a part of. Like,
Yeah.
it's cool. Like as an actor, like I got to be a part of a really technical and very cool shot that like I'm stoked to see. I hope it works. I hope I didn't mess it up with my.
That's always scary with those. Like you're like, there's all this technical things. Can I not suck?
Yeah. Yeah. Terrified. I'm excited to see it. I'm so like grateful to have been a part of something cool because you see these things where like they're like doing the green screen and like what's her name's Gladriel's doing this and like you're like
Mhm.
watching the behind the scenes like
Oh
someday I'll
yeah.
cool shots like that and like it's just cool to get to be a part of one like that like I'm proud of that moment.
My favorite ones that you get to see the behind the scenes of are the ones where it's like changing rooms and like they're like they do they'll spin around watching someone and like it's a time lapse and so they're moving an old couch in and someone's in a different costume and then they do it again and again and you're just like watching that overhead of like everyone
Yeah.
the choreography of it of figuring yeah.
You're like literally giving me chills right now as you're talking about that because I'm like thinking about the footage from oh what's that series where they did a bunch of those uh
Marvelous Miss Maisel, they did a bunch of they did a bunch of one shots and
right
interesting
yeah
of them handing off the camera to the other guy who then puts it on the jib and then someone's running up the stairs and grabbing that camera too. Like,
uh yeah there was
yeah.
a series the one about the haunted house or something where like they would do like the time lapse and they would change
Oh yeah.
moving furniture as the actors are moving and like it just
Mm-hmm.
chills. Thank you, Ben. It just gives me chills to like think about like that. That's why I love movies. Like I love movies.
The movie magic, yeah.
That stuff. I love it. I'm so into it. I love that stuff. I have such a passion for it. There's a video of a changing scene in one shot in a room. Lots of scurrying, people moving furniture and costume changes while cameraman steady cam rotates. And yeah, that's Desiree
I love
Gonzalez.
it.
I
Yeah.
love I love it. I'm so excited I got to be a part of something like that. That's so cool. So anyways, this movie's now in post-production. It'll be coming out. The plan is for it to go to the film festival run with our collective leverage of film festivals now. So we'll keep you guys posted on when stuff's coming out. If we do any kind of like secret screenings, we'll let you know. We will keep you guys in the know. All right. Joke Corner is a go. I'm gonna say that in honor of it being September 2nd, it's fall. Any fall jokes I will take for bonus points. Fall jokes in the general. I'm sure we'll use that several more times.
I was like, you're jumping a gun a little bit.
You see the formatting happening, put the word joke really big so that I can see it. Put your entire joke in one line. Natalie likes puns. I like one-liners. And let's do this thing. I haven't said that part in forever. All right, David Faith. Why isn't there a pregnant Barbie doll?
She doesn't have a real vagina. I don't know if you've ever looked between the
Oh,
legs.
here, David. Oh, you've been holding this one for a week. I think you found this and you've just held on to it. Because apparently Ken comes in a different box. So much there. There's so
Wow.
much there.
Wow.
Bye, Lionel. Thank you for joining us. I hope you can make it next week. David again, and I'm scared now. Why don't dinosaurs talk?
I don't know.
Because they're dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. What happens when the microscope crashes into the telescope?
I don't know.
They're like this. They kaleidoscope.
Ah, I like it.
Ah. Jesus loves you is an awesome thing to hear in church. In a Venezuelan prison, not so much.
Jesus loves you.
Dinkar, 3,026 years from today, life will be either really good or really bad. It's 50-50.
Okay.
David, I'm addicted to collecting Beatles albums. I need help.
Ah.
Ah. My pet mouse Elvis died last night. He was caught in a trap.
Caught in a trap.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know his music well enough. No.
Try to get your back on that one.
Thank you. I appreciate your help on that one. If I ever just go dead in the face for a second, it means I didn't get the joke. You need to explain it to me real quick.
hmm
David, how many animals can jump higher than a skyscraper?
Well, all of them because skyscrapers can't jump.
Yes.
Yeah.
I accidentally rubbed ketchup in my eyes. Now I have hindsight. I have
Unpleasant.
an unpleasant dislike.
Dislike.
I have an appointment to see the dentist tomorrow. It's not my first time. I know the drill.
Hmm.
I need to go to the dentist. It's been a while. What do you call an apology written in dots and dashes?
Well, that's Braille. So, Braille, I don't know.
Remorse code.
Oh, I got hung up on Braille.
I'm not saying I order from Amazon a lot, but I just received a wedding invitation from my delivery guy. Yeah, that's kind of me. Oh my God. How did the tree get a new job?
How did the tree get a new job?
Yeah. You're just like, this is too hard today.
I feel like I should know this, and this is why it's disappointing. I'm just running through all the things that I know about trees,
Bark.
bark,
Branches.
leaves, trunk, uh, wood. I don't know.
She had the right qualifications.
No,
No,
no, wouldn't have gotten it.
never got there. How did the tree get a new? No. How? What is the best book to read in autumn?
I don't know. I don't have any idea.
Gourd of the Rings.
Okay, it's because it's not a real book. Okay, all right. I was really trying to make some book work.
He's working on book. I was thinking like Bell told no.
Yeah,
No.
something with like winter coming. Like.
What do a lot of male circus trainers fail to juggle?
Circus trainers?
Nope. Maybe we say it. Why do? It says trainers. Okay. Why do a lot of male circus trainers fail to juggle?
Because they have tiny carny hands?
I mean, that's one reason.
Why?
They just don't have the balls to do it.
Okay.
Okay. I have a
Okay.
friend who makes dad jokes, but he doesn't have any kids. He's a faux pas.
Ah.
The amount of people who confuse two and two is amazing to me. So the first one's a T-O.
I got you.
The second one's a T-O-O. And the third one
You have to like pronounce them differently. Two and twoo.
and two.
I had a friend who used to say one and one differently.
Really?
If you won something.
Oh my God, I think I remember this. One.
And I was like, it's not different. And she's like, yes, it is. What? Like, she's like, I want it. And I'm like, no, you want
You won
Hi,
it.
Miranda.
Why was the man shopping for Reynolds wrap?
Because he needed his plastic. It's like I'm having a stroke. I don't know.
His wife wanted to see fall foliage.
I don't get it.
Desiree, I hate to do this faux pas with you, but like, do tell. Follow up, please. David, I ate my exam paper, which means that pretty soon I'll pass the test.
Ew. Ew.
Desiree, why did the turkey cross the road?
Why did the turkey cross the road? Because it was tired of being shown up by that damn chicken.
I like this answer. This has got bites to it. Because it was the chicken's day off. I don't think that's what happened. I think
No.
that's explained. I think it was like
Everybody's always talking about chicken. No one ever talks about the turkey.
no one ever talks about turkey. The billboards for Chick-fil-A, those cows aren't against. They're all about the chicken. They never talk about the turkey being competition. The turkey's competition. The turkey is competition. Anyways, koi fish travel in groups of 4. Koi A, koi B, and koi C are real, but the fourth one is a
Decoy.
Went to a disgusting pub called The Fiddle.
The fiddle?
The Fiddle.
Okay.
Fiddle. It was a violin. A violin.
Lynn. Vial in. Okay.
Ah. Desiree, why was the robots couple's anniversary in the fall?
Because that's when they met. That's when they had their first date. That's when they got married. I don't like. I don't pick. Yeah.
I don't know the ins and outs of robot courtship.
Wait, why was the robot couple's
Anniversary.
in the fall?
Yeah.
Because beep boop boop bop bop beep.
Obviously, and we're not gonna translate it. If you don't speak beep bop, that's like on you. Like if you didn't do your Duolingo for beep bop.
Boop boop beep bop boop boop.
They were automated.
Oh, they were automated. That's cute.
I was translating the beep bop.
That's adorable. Actually, I really like that one.
All that you're like, I love that joke. What did August say to October?
What did Autumn say to October? Hold your fucking horses. It's not Halloween yet.
Like, don't put it
Chill the fuck out. Just like let us have a little bit of.
How come I don't have a color palette? How come I don't have decorations? Like autumn and September really have got the short end of the stick when it comes to decor. There's no special food for them.
Well, as we've learned, trying to make September and autumn AI background.
Everything I've seen that's September. So Ipsy just put out their September bag, and I laughed so hard at what a terrible bag it is because it's like it's like purples and like 90s weirdness, like 80s into 90s like design, but weird colors. I was like, you didn't know what to do at September either. You did not know how to decorate for September either.
Well, I will say that the temperatures are going from the 90s to the 80s, so maybe there's a theme there that we're.
Yeah, that's what they're thinking. I like your thought. It's a good thought process.
We'll make it work.
The answer to the riddle is wake me up when September ends. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna read one more and then it's 11 and we're gonna skidoo. All right, David. I asked 100 people what their favorite shampoo is. 99 of them replied, "What the fuck are you doing in my bathroom?" Yes, David. Yes. Yes, David.
What are you doing here?
Desiree said Women's Day magazine jokes, that one that we didn't get.
Yeah, okay, so the only foliage is it trying to be like foil? Like, and so they wanted like clear, they wanted see-through foil, but I just don't know the fall part of it. Like I still couldn't make it. I don't know. I'm gonna lose sleep over this.
I was there.
You know what happens when we get jokes we don't understand? We dwell on it for the rest of the week. All I can think about. Hold on, really quick. I'm gonna do comment of the week.
Oh wait, yes, do comment of the week. We didn't ask if we had one. And then we're gonna go. Comment of the week, and then
comment of the week. This just stretches out just a little bit. Oh, those are pictures of me. Here we go. Comment of the week goes to Summer Test. This is on Alexa. If Alex Were a Man, number 3. And it's all time of the month puns. It is, because I didn't get it at first. That last little bit was spot on. I mean, it was bloody hilarious. It was a funny stereotype, period.
Summer Test? Oh, Summer Test.
Summer Test isn't even here. Summer Test is off having a barbecue. If I know that man at all, which I don't, he's having a barbecue.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We so appreciate when you come to the live stream.
Aluminum foil. Yeah, I got the foliage part. I didn't get the rest of the clear fall see-through. You wanted to see the fall.
She'll be on this for the next week, guys. She'll post the post in the middle of nowhere on her personal Instagram account. That's just gonna be pictures of cling wrap and foil and parchment. Still working it through.
Apparently, no one calls it saran wrap anymore. I don't know. Let's go. We should end this.
It is. Okay, we're gonna go. All right, bye guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week. No video this week. Cha cha cha. Yeah, have fun with September.
Bye.
Bye.